Hey, maybe I'm actually getting the hang of this. Okay. So, we're doing Duolingo. Because... Let me see if I can go... Let's see here. Let's make this look prettier. I should make it look prettier. Huh. That didn't work. Okay. He's like an image there somehow. It's just like... And then just like find an image I like. Let's do Canva. Which is what I just use for everything. What I do. I just use it for everything. So stressed. Never gonna end, is it? Okay. Okay. I like for something to look good behind me. Maybe that one. The video. We'll do that. And I'm too lazy. Boop, boop. Cool. It at least looks better than the other options, so put that there. Nice. Nice. Okay. So it's gonna take me too long if I go through every level. So we're not gonna go through every level. We're gonna cheat. We're just gonna skip. Let's see if we can get to 20 now. I hit 2 hours yesterday and I got stupid tired. Okay, so this is, how do you say mint chocolate chip? Chocominto is obviously the answer. So chocominto.
Chocominto.
Chocominto. Genius. Genius.
何時間
何時間 What time is it? Bookstore. Honya. So basically a ya is a store. So hon is a book. So bookstore. But you can put that pretty much over anything. So sushi ya is a sushi store. Or a sushi restaurant. Genius, right?
作ります
Sukurimasu. Sukurimasu. To make. Ba.
Ba.
How do you say bar? You say ba. Genius. 9時間. 9時間.
9時間
Puzzle. Puzzle.
パズル
This is just
午
you have
前
to
の
be
ミー
able
ティングは何時からですか
to English words. 午前のミーティングは何時からですか? Okay, so what time is the morning meeting? Probably has from in the beginning. Okay. From what time is the morning meeting? How do you say go-kart? Go-kart.
ゴーカート。
How do you say go-kart? Go-kart. Genius.
好きな味はバニラですか？
好きな味はバニラですか? Okay, so I don't know what vanilla is, but my powers of deduction say that it's vanilla. Vanilla. Just say it real slow. Vanilla. Okay. Is your favorite flavor vanilla? 出ますかと。Okay, so projecto, it's not that. It's not a my. So, キャラクタ。
キャラクター？
So that's a mascot. So I guess it's basically, it's derived from character. Cat, don't you turn my computer off. I'm glaring at you. Do you see me glaring at you? That's fine. Destroy the box. That's good.
受付は1回ですか？
受付は1回ですか? Okay. Okay, 受付. I think that, like, the reception desk? So, like, another word for that in English is probably the front desk. So, is the front desk on the first floor? 受付 Theme park 遊園地
遊園地。
L サイズを買いましょう。
L サイズを買いましょう。We should buy the large. Okay, so it's just large. Are you going to the afternoon presentation? 午後。プレゼンに行きますか？午後の Okay, so I needed a no there. I missed that.
入場料は3000円です。
Cool. 入場料. Okay, so I don't know what that is. I'm going to break it down real quick. So, new, I'm assuming that that's actually enter. Okay. So, I'm assuming that that's enter. New, I don't know what Joe is, but Joe is a fee. So, my cat just moved my phone, of course. Yeah. Just finished fixing it, honey. Okay, so the admission fee is 3,000 yen. That sounds right. Check. I don't really read fiction. Fiction.
Fiction
はあまり読みません。
明日4時間バドミントンをします。
明日4時間バドミントンをします。Okay. I'm going to play badminton tomorrow for 4 hours. Okay, 一緒に
一緒に
ロ
ロ
グ
ック
を
を書きましょう。
お一緒に記事 Okay, so I
DVD の
thought
セールがあ
maybe
ります。
blog might be okay, but I guess Kiji is an article. DVD のセールがあります。They have a DVD sale. Are you going to play piano for not? Oh my god, no. So, ashita.
Ashita.
So the tomorrow goes in the front there, so the time. Mo.
も
Okay, so here's two, so that's also. So ashita mo. Tomorrow also. Ooh.
9時間
ピアノ。
ピアノ
を
を
弾きます。
弾きますか
Okay, I'm gonna double check that. Roku? I believe that's right.
RPG が大好きです。
I love roll. RPG. I'm sure you know what that is in English. Playing games. So RPG が大好きです。Yeah. What floor is the front desk on? Oh, we just did this one.
受付
は
は
何
何
階
階
です
か。
か? Would you please stop messing with the phone? We should study hiragana.
ひら
Hiragana
がなを
を勉強
勉強しましょ
So they also have 勉強します, which is we will study, but should be しょう. Because it's not definite. It's like so, like we probably should, but we don't know if we're going to. So that's why it's しょう. I dance for about 2 hours every day. So again, we take the time, I put it at the front. So every day is 毎日.
う毎日
Here it says I, but you don't use I in Japanese often. It's just understood. So I'm not gonna bother with I. Okay? So I dance 毎日. Okay, so 2 hours. We're looking for 2 hours here. に
に
that's 2. 時間
時間
ぐらい
ぐらい
that's about. 踊
踊り
ります。
ます。
So 毎日に時間ぐらい踊ります. Let's make sure that's right. The rest of them are numbers. So this is for 15 minutes. This is for 40 minutes. This is for 7 minutes. And this is for 5 minutes. So that's probably right. The mascot's face is really funny, right? Okay. So at the beginning, they told us what mascot was. And I didn't know it before. So マスカット、キャラクターの顔。Cow is face. So here, character is mascot, and then no is a possessive no, and then we have cow. Okay, so now we need to, that's the subject. So we need to use a subject marker, which is wa. Okay, so now we say is really. So we're looking for really here. There are several ways to say that. So here it looks like the most close to that is 本当に. 本当に. Okay, so funny here is 面白い, but you should be careful. It's not an exact match to funny in America. So you can 面白い also can mean interesting. So if somebody calls you 面白い, don't think that they're saying that you're funny. La ha ha ha. They think you're interesting. You might also be like funny, but it's not an insult. Like if somebody comes up to you and says, "Oh, you're 面白い," don't think it's like an insult because it's not in Japanese. That's the okay. So that's the verb right there because it comes at the end, and then here's ne. That's isn't it? So that's a kind of like a question. So go ahead and oh no, I got it wrong. I needed to add sono. I forgot to add sono, which is that. Oops. Okay. I already finished that one. I already finished that one. Maybe we just okay. Let's do 21. Okay. Yes. How do you say badminton? バドミントン.
バドミントン
Okay.
牛乳
Gyunyu, that's cow's milk. So the first character is cow, and the second one is actually milk. And it's a little bit risque, but I'll tell you what it is. It's a child here. That's a child, and it's being held to a breast. That's milk. So it's cow's milk. So that's gyu, new. So this is gyu, and this is new. So gyunyu is milk. Okay, so how do you say student? Gakusei. So this is school, and school is basically a child with knowledge falling into its head, and this is sei. And I don't know exactly what that is, but gakusei.
飲みません
Nomimasen. Nomimasen. That's do not drink. Nomimasen. How do I say fashion? Fuashon. Fuashon.
ファッション。
何時間
Nanjikan. Nanji. Oh, I almost hit Nanji. Nanjikan. So this is Nanjikan. So what hour? What time? Go ha. Oh, I see this. I was confused for a second. It's got Gohan. So this is Gohan.
ご飯
The go in Gohan is actually an honorific. What my teacher told me is that go is for things that are considered Japanese, and O is things for, or maybe like it's the other way around. Ocha. Otobak. Okay, so it's the other way around. So go is like for things that are honorific that are like Chinese usually, and then O is for things that are basically Japanese. So Gohan, I guess they consider that Chinese, but then they have like Otobako. It's a little bit confusing. Ocha is also, so I'm a little confused. It's one way or the other. It's really hard to remember, but there are two different honorifics. One is go and one is O. And it's used for certain things that are considered kind of almost sacred in Japanese culture. So rice is very sacred. Some other things that you probably would think that, so ocha is tea, and the O in ocha is honorific. So you can just say cha and it's understood. But ocha sounds like honorific. So, but that's a couple of, for some reason, like tobacco is considered honorific in Japanese. So like tobacco. I don't know why, it just is. That's just one of those things. It's actually considered
トレー
Japanese.
ニングは何時からですか？
トレーニングは何時からですか? From what time is the training? Okay. Ni?
2
That's two.
この後カラオケに行きましょう
この後カラオケに行きましょう. We should, because it's show here that not positive, that's we should. We should go to karaoke after this. 4時間. 4時間?
4時間明日5時に練習があります
I have practice tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Okay. 明日5時に練習があります. Here, there is no I, there is no watashi, it's just understood. So I have, it's just understood. Practice is renshu. Tomorrow is ashita at 5 o'clock. So you can see, like, no Japanese, you have to know English. Or whatever language you start out from. But you need to know English grammar to learn Japanese. If you don't know, or whatever language you're native in, right? If you don't understand how your native language is put together, do not try to learn Japanese. You will fail. You need to know your own language before you learn somebody else's. I know people don't understand that, but basically, like, some Spanish teachers I knew were once complaining because their students they were trying to teach didn't know how to conjugate verbs in English. If you can't conjugate verbs in English, how the heck are you going to do it in another language? But it's not really taught anymore. It's just like, oh, I don't need it. You need to learn how to conjugate verbs. I'm sorry. You do. You can just do it like by feel. But if you want to learn another language or be good at writing, you need to know your English language. So you need to know verb conjugation and particles of this. You need to basically be able to do diagramming sentences. If you can't diagram a sentence in English, go learn that and then try Japanese. Try to learn Japanese without learning to diagram sentences, okay? No. Go learn your diagram your sentences. Go learn that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go Google it. Learn to diagram sentences and then learn Japanese. Try to learn Japanese without being able to like diagram sentences. You will fail. Badly. Unless you're in like an immersion course where you're in there 24/7. Then possibly you can squeeze by, but I still suggest you learn to diagram sentences. It doesn't seem useful, but if you're learning foreign languages, you need to be able to diagram sentences. It's useful, okay? I promise. Okay, so we should study hiragana. So here we're looking for should, so we're looking for something that ends in sho because it's not definite. We should. We're not definitely going to, but we should. So we have show here and show here. The difference between them is that one is a question because it ends in ka, and the other one is just normal. Okay, so we should. Okay, so what's next? Hiragana. Here's hiragana. We do not need. We are not looking for we. We don't need it. It's understood. It's just understood. So let me like take you and just get you over a bit. Okay. So we should study hiragana. Hiragana.
ひらがな
Okay, so hiragana is the thing that we are going to act upon. Okay, so that is called the direct object. So we are going to study hiragana. Hiragana is a thing that we are going to study. Okay, so hiragana, then we're going to use a direct particle marker here, so called o. Hiragana, o. Okay, so now we need to study
勉強
Okay, しましょう
しましょう
I'll say. So, hiragana を勉強しましょう。
パンを食べます。
パンを食べます。Okay. So here, pan is bread. It's actually a German word. I don't know why, but it's German. Pan is. It's written in katakana, which means a foreign word. And oftentimes those are English words, but every once in a while you'll have a word that's from Portuguese or German. And here German gave them the loan word for bread, so it's pan. We are learning. Okay, so otabemashou. So here there's no subject, so we're gonna just default to I. I eat. And what do I eat? This is the O here, the direct particle marker. So what do I eat? I eat bread. So here, O, bread. So here the O means that probably is going to go at the end because it's the direct. I got that. It is 5:15 right now. Okay, so right now is ima.
今
So here, you can see it almost goes backwards. The sentence structure is almost the exact opposite of English. So you say the time first. Ima. Okay. Go. Di.
じ
Ju. 5 分
です
So right now, 5 hour 10 5 minutes is. I kind of think like it's kind of strange, but when I was a kid, there was a website that said basically you're trying to speak like Yoda, and it's not wrong. So if
ご
you're
飯
trying
を
to speak,
食べます
okay, so I'll give you an example. honorable bread I eat. So it sounds a little bit like Yoda. And if you think that way, sometimes it's a little bit easier to like figure out how to say it. I eat. Oh, not bread, rice. Sorry. Gohan is rice, not bread. I was thinking about the last sentence. Okay, so gohan o tabemasu. I eat rice. It is exactly 8:30. Okay. So what we're looking for. Konnichiwa, it's not that. Okay, it's just not. I can tell what it's not, and then it helps me figure out what it is. Okay.
ちょうど
So, I've never heard it used that way, but I'm pretty sure that that's exactly. I've never heard it used with time, but I'm assuming it can be. Chodo hachi. Ji han. Yes.
です。
Okay. So here it's hachi jihan desu. The reason I'm going to choose that is because there is no other way to say 30. And here, han is half. So it's 8 hour and a half is. So exactly 8 hour half is. Again, like Yoda. Bade. That's the English word. Bade. Which one do you think it is? Ballet. Okay. It is exactly 9:30. So we did know we could use it with time, but now we know we can use it with time. So it's chodo. Fuji han.
9時半です。
Yes.
一緒に動画を作りましょう。
一緒に動画を作りましょう。We should. Here, 作りましょう. Make a video together. Okay, so isho ni is together, so that's there. Ni, that's like at or in. Here it's isho is together, and then ni is like together. So just this phrase, isho ni is used a lot. Doga is a video. Nico Nico Doga, I don't know if you know that site. It's kind of famous, but it's Nico Nico Doga is smile smile video. Tsukurimasu. So ga is kind of like a subject marker. Wa and ga are the subject markers, and they're kind of similar. I think of it like a and the. Okay? So a is like a apple and the apple. You see how they're similar, but they have a slight difference to me? So, ga to me is like more emphasis, and wa is like less emphasis, but like more standard. So, ga tsukurimasu. So it's basically like an A and B scenario, but it doesn't follow like that rule. It's just you kind of get used to it, and you kind of figure out which one's ga and which one's wa, and can kind of like figure it out. But there's only ever one wa, but you can have multiple gas, and that's one rule. Kind of. You can like if you're talking. And you forget, you can use it multiple times, I guess, but yeah, so that's what the difference between wa and ga. It's basically like a little bit nuanced. A basketball game. Okay, so we're looking for a baseball game. I can't read English now. Okay, so baseball is yakyu. Japanese people really love baseball for some reason. Yaku? Okay, shiai.
試合
So, yakyu? No, shiai.
試合
I think we need a no there because it's like equals. This basically is like possessive. So this basically makes yakyu no shiai.
ミーティングは何時までですか？
Meeting wa nanji made desu ka? Okay. So what time is the meeting until? until what time is the meeting? Hana knows English. Okay, so first thing we're looking for is Hana. Because Hana is a
Hana.
subject. So here we have wa and ga. Here I would say that it's wa.
Wa.
Ego.
英語
English. O. Uh, で
でき
ま。
ますす
So here, okay, I think it's this. Okay,
が
ga.
できます
Hana wa ego ga dekimasu. So basically there, the subject was Hana, and the ga comes second. So it can also be like an object marker too. That's fun. Not really. But there's always only one wa, and then you can have multiple ga. So the wa usually comes first, but that's not a firm rule. Okay. Next performance begins around 8 o'clock. Okay, so we're looking for next first,
Sugi.
because that's a time. Sugi. We're looking for performance.
パフォーマンス、
That's performance. You can tell that one, right? Performance. It's English. Performance. Wa.
は、
Hachiji. Hachiji. Okay, so now we need a round. That's
ゴ
goro.
ロ、
Tsugi performance wa hachigi goro. 始まります. So, 次 performance wa hachiji goro begins around. Okay, so I don't think we need kara there. Let's look at the other words real quick just to make sure we've gotten them all. Sometimes we just make silly mistakes. Hiragana, we don't need hiragana, just nothing about hiragana. Kuko, airplane. Nothing about airplane. Burogu, there's no blog. No kiji, no article either. So, oh no! What did I get wrong? Sugi no. I needed a no. I missed the no. I get so silly sometimes. Ja,
じゃあ
like a well, or like it's a sentence starter, like well, or so. Ja. Let's eat.
いただきます
Okay. Itadakimasu. If you watch any anime at all, if you watch anything Japanese regarding food, you will hear this phrase. This phrase is very formal Japanese called keigo. Basically, I translate it as to eat or to receive. So basically, kind of almost like saying a prayer at the beginning of a meal in American culture. So, like you say, "Dear Lord, thank you for this food that we are about to receive." That kind of image is what itadakimasu is. So, it's kind of a shorthand for thanking everyone who had a hand in making your food. And like there's, I think some people say like a longer one. And Toradora, I heard a very long one when she basically didn't want to thank the person who actually made her food. So instead, she sat there and said, "Thank you to the farmers and the people who like killed the animals and all the other people, but don't thank him." And so she used the phrase there. She was trying to exclude the person who cooked her food. So that's the thing. So basically, it's a lot like saying a prayer at the beginning, but instead of praying to God, you're thanking everyone who had a hand in giving you the food. Does that make sense? So it can have some interesting consequences, though, like the prayer in English culture does too. You know, like God gave us this food so we could have it. So there's no real thought about like the, should I say this? Like the morality of what you're eating. So you thanked for the food. So that's the morality. So like sometimes people will eat like whale or something like that, and they don't feel bad about it because they thanked the whale. Does that make sense? So there is a little bit of some people would be like, oh, I thank the food so I don't have to think about like where it came from. That can be like a little bit of a gray area, but that happens in English too with like the prayers. Like God gave me this food, so it's mine. Who cares? So it's basically like, I have seen it used where, you know, you'll eat something that maybe is morally gray, like whale or something like that, and you'll say itadakimasu. Harmy, it's fine, honey. Hey. But you won't like, my dog's barking. But it's basically what it is. It's kind of like a prayer. And you're praying to everyone, including the animal, if you're eating an animal, who gave its life. So that's what itadakimasu is. It's a cultural thing. I'm trying to explain it a little bit better because people will say, oh, let's eat. It's a little bit deeper than that. It's like saying a prayer, kind of. So we have a client presentation today. So here we take the time, we put it at the front. So here, Kyo.
今日、
Client presentation. So client presentation. So I'm pretty sure I have to put a no before. Client. Okay. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at the verbs. So I have masu here, arimasu here, utaimasen, client. That's
ク
client.
ライアント
No.
のプレゼ
Present
ン
が
が
あります。
あります。
Okay. よ、クライアントのプレゼンがあります。So here, client presentation, we combine those words together, kind of like with a no. So, よ、クライアントのプレゼンがあります。And I passed 21.
Introducing the Duolingo Family Plan.
Okay. Go away. Where do I go? I don't want to. No thanks. Oh, wow. That is some sneaky UI design. That is some sneaky. They made it the same color. So you thought the only way to click out of it was to click OK. That's some sneaky Duolingo, you evil bird. Kako?
魚、
Sakana, that's fish. Sakana is fish. How do you say blog? ブロ
ブロ
グ。
グ、
鳥、
Hori, that's bird. Hori. 会社。
会社、
毎
Meeting
日
company.
ご飯を食べます。
Mainichi, so time comes first. Gohan o tabemasu. So I eat rice every day. Here it's my nichi. If it had been my asa, that would have been every morning. But it's my nichi. Inu. So that is dog. Okay, so let's go through these and I'll explain which one is which because they do look very similar. The first one is big. It is a person spreading its arms really wide with its legs spread wide. So he's making himself bigger. So that character is big. It has several readings. If it is a combination kanji, it's often read dai. Like Daisuki uses this kanji. Okay, so dai and daisuki. Okay? But it also can be read o and okina, which is big. So o and okina. Okay, so this one is fat. I think of it as someone who is big and has a little bit extra hanging down. Okay? So someone who is fat is someone who is big and has a little bit extra hanging out. Okay? That's fat. The next one is tree. If you look at it, it is got a root going down. It's got 3 roots going down, and then the 3 on top are the leaves, or like the branches. So that is tree. It can also be a book. Okay? Because books are made from trees. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's wrong. That's wrong. It's just tree. If you have a line here, then it becomes book. My brain's going. Okay, so the last one, I don't know how to explain this one, but this one's dog. So it's big, and then there's a little dot here. Just remember that one's dog. Just remember the other ones, and then remember if it's not that one, those ones, it's dog.
犬。
Those are inu.
肉と野菜を食べます。
Niku to yasai o tabemasu. Okay, so yasai is a demon kanji, I think. I don't know why. It just is. Like, look at it! Look at it! How many strokes do you need? Okay, so I eat, which is tabemasu. Tabemasu is I eat. No I needed. We don't need I. Do not say watashi wa. It'll make you sound strange. So here you just say tabemasu, and it's understood as I eat. Niku to yasai is meat and vegetables. I eat meat and vegetables. Here, to is and. There are 2 different ands. There is to and ya. The difference is to is more definite. So ya, it's almost like etc. So I eat cats, etc., dogs, etc. That's kind of like ya. To is more definite. So maybe he only eats meat and vegetables. There are 7 birds. Okay. Japanese counters are fun. Fun things. Okay. So here we're talking birds, and they're trying to mess us up a little bit because they have a bird character here. Trying to mess us up and making us think that, oh, we need that. We don't. So here we got 7 wings. And that's literally what it says. And it's pronounced wa. That's also the character Tsubasa, so it's wings. So 7 wings is the counter for birds. Ga. Imasu.
います。
Now here, it could be arimasu, but it's not because the birds are alive. Okay? So arimasu is for non-living things, and imasu is for breathing living things. Oh no. Oh, it needed a Tori.
0、
They're trying to mess with me.
2、
You can just say na, and that's actually fine. That's understood. It's a counter for birds. There's not anything else it could be, but okay, so they wanted me to be definite and add a bird there. My bad. I'm sorry. Okay. 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. So 0, 1, 2. Actually, there's another way to say 0, which is re. But I can understand why they won't teach that. The kanji for that is insane. I have ballet today. Okay, so we're gonna go with the time added at the front. So kyo.
今日、
We're looking for ballet, which is probably in English. Bade.
バレ
No.
エの
We're looking for lesson. Lesson.
レッスンが
arimasu.
あります。
So here, a lesson is not alive, so we use arimasu. If we say, I have 7 birds, ni wa ga imasu. Okay? But if I say I have ballet, I say ga arimasu. So that's the difference.
名前、
Name. The basketball game is on Friday. Okay.
バスケットボール
の
の
試合。
試合
So the basketball's game は
は
金曜日
金曜日です。
です。
9時です。
9時です。It is 9 o'clock. Who is 9 and G is hour, so it is 9 o'clock. The garden is over there. 庭
は
はあそこ
そこ
で。
です今は7時ちょうどです。
It is exactly 7 o'clock. Okay, I need to add now. Now exactly 7 o'clock. It is now exactly 7 o'clock. We should write a post together. 一緒に。
一緒に
Okay, here, I guess it's
記事
PG again. を書きましょう。Okay, so ましょう is should. 書き is right. 書きましょう is we should write. 一緒に is together. And 記事 is like an article. So 一緒に記事を書きましょう。We should write an article together.
学校の後、ピアノを弾きます。
学校の後、ピアノを弾きます。Okay. So, 弾きます is to play, but it's not the same for every single instrument. 弾きます technically is like pull. So string instruments like a guitar or a violin will be 弾きます, and piano falls in with those because it makes sound with hammers hitting strings. So that's why it's 弾きます. Okay. I think there's another word for flutes and stuff like that. I forget what it is. I think it's like to blow. I don't remember the exact pronunciation. So like you blow a flute and you pull a guitar. There's not one word for both of them. So after school, I'm going to play piano. 学校 is school. No, 後. So there's the equalizer and then after. Piano を弾きます. So I'm going to play piano after school. It is 5:15 right now. 今
今
5 15分
です。
It is, oh no.
今夜は漢字を勉強します。
今夜は漢字を勉強します。今夜. Okay, so 今夜 is the time and is this night. So tonight. There is no I, so I'm going, but there is no other. I'm assuming it's I'm. I'm going to study kanji. No, I will not get up. Okay, so いえ
いいえ、
I will not get up. Here, I think it could be two different things in English. It could be stand up or it could be wake up. Here, I do not see stand up. I do see
起き
wake up. 待
待
て
て。
うん。
花さんは英語ができます。
I already did this one. We'll do it again. Mr. Hana. Hana is actually... There's some jokes in Japanese that are pretty funny. Hana is both flower and nose. So there's some funny jokes using Hana. I like in one of the manga series I used to read, they actually had like a child named Hanako. And I believe that her mother was French or something that couldn't pronounce H's. So she called her Anako, which means like poop. So the poor child was named Hanako, which is a cute name, but was called Anako because her mother couldn't say an H. It was pretty funny. Okay. Mr. Hana knows English. Here it's not really knows, it's dekimasu, which is can do, or like it's able to. Oh. You want Mr. Sometimes and not others. Make up your mind, Duolingo. Okay.
7時です。
Yep.
家はどこですか？
Yeah, wa doko desu ka? The house is where? That seems wrong in English, doesn't it? Let's try that again. Where is the house? I'm so close. Come on. There we go. We should make a video together. 一緒に
一緒に
動
動
画
画
を作り
作り
ましょう。
ましょう。
Come on. Yeah. How many hours are you going to play soccer today? Okay. So we don't need to go for you. So 何時間サ
サ
ッカ
ッカ
ーを
ーを
行きません is like, no, that's not play. Ramen, that's just right out. Abunai? No. Ryoshin? Oh, Ryoshin. That sounds wrong.
サッカーしますか？
何時間サッカーしますか? Okay. We need to add today here.
今日
何時
何時間
間サッ
サ
カー
ッカ
します
か？
か? Let's double check that. So, go Ryoshin. No, that's not needed. That's both your parents. Ramen is ramen. We're not eating anything. O is direct particle. Saka o shimasu ka? I want to add O there for some reason.
を
押しますか？
か？
今日何時間サッカーをしますか? I don't know why I'm adding O. It just sounds right. I don't know. I just clicked it. We're at 22. Let's see what I'm ranked, you league. Okay, I get to 419 XP. Let's try to do that first. Okay, 23. Talk about your family, ask about food. Let's try to get a 50 tonight if possible. Let's go. Kitchen. 台所。
台所
部屋
部屋。Dog.
犬、
犬。
午前
午前。Morning.
毎朝
毎朝。
健太
健太。What is that though?
外国人、
犬
犬。風呂。
風呂留学
留学。That's to study abroad. 鳥。
鳥
これは私のソファーです。
This is my sofa. 3.
3
3.
午後10時に寝ます。
午後10時に寝ます。I go to sleep at 10 p.m. Okay. 9. Nan. This one?
何個
Oh, there's a ko there. Nanko. That makes more sense. Ko? I've talked about how Japanese particles are very special things. They are magical and special. The ko is a counter for, like, small things? So I'm trying to think, like, what a ko is. Like, if you go into, like, your drawer, there's a bunch of random things in there. They're just very small. You might call those ko. Those are ko.
大学生です。
大学生です. I am a university student. Check. 毎朝. Every
毎
morning.
朝
Yes.
8時半ちょうどです。
It is exactly 8:30. Yes. That is not right, you know.
違い。違いますよ。
That one's weird.
家です。
Okay. It is a house. It is 5:30 right now. Why does it seem like all the questions are exactly the same no matter what level I'm at? Am I insane? Am I just having the same questions over and over again? Maybe I am.
5、
Oji. No.
ちょうど
5、
10
5分で。
ですす。
そうですよ。
That is right. Yes. There are 7 tables.
7つ。テーブルが
あります。
ます。
I go to work at around 8 o'clock. 学校
学校
で8
8
時頃。
ごろ
So 8 is 8, G is hour, Goro is around. You don't have I here, so we're not going to use I. 学校
学校
and here's the location, a school. 学校 is a school, so it's a location. So there's 2 different ways you could say that. There's ni and e, and they are both here. So this is written he, but if we use it as a destination marker, we actually pronounce it e. So it's written he, hey, but you pronounce it a if it's a destination marker. I don't often use it in this context. I typically say ni, so we're going to use ni. That sounds right to me. 8時頃学校に行きます。
行きます
So here they've said the other one, so you can actually use this he here and ni are kind of interchangeable. I like ni better. It feels more definite to me. I think of like the other one, like in letters, like to Charlie, and then you write a letter to Charlie. That's the way I think of like he. I kind of think of like ni to like places and then like he to like people. But I'm not native. That's just the way like my brain kind of differentiates them a bit. So like if I'm going like giving somebody something or like writing something to someone, I use like he. And then if I'm going to a place, I say like ni. But that's not definite, and you can switch this around for sure. That's just the way it sounds like to me. But again, that's just me, guessing. That's the way it sounds good to me. No, I do not live in Osaka. Oh, Osaka. Okay. Yeah,
いいえ、
that's no. Osaka
大阪
ni
に
sunde
で
い
ませ。
0, 1, 2. So, geez, just tell us one. 0,
0、
1,
1、
2.
2。
Cool.
Get more with Super Duolingo.
No. Sneaky, sneaky. Yes, I do. Tape Warner.
外国人。
姉、
Ane. Ane. That's bigger sister. Oh, we just did that one. Bedroom.
寝室
Intizu.
4個、
Yonko. Mado.
窓、
That's window.
食堂、
Dokudo. So. Do. Like a dojo? That's the do in dojo. Okay, so it's like kind of like a place. And the first one is to eat. So, shokudo is a place you eat. The first one is food. The second one is a place. And if you think of it like the do in dojo, it makes a little bit more sense. So, shokudo. That's that word. Kanojo. Okay. So, basically, before a lot of like Westerners came in, there was no, like pronouns. Everybody's going crazy about pronouns. So she, he, everybody's upset about that. Japanese didn't have it for the longest times, and they only really got them. I mean, maybe 100 years ago, about that time. So they had a long time where they didn't ever say like she and he. It just wasn't a thing. They don't say I either very often. So, Kanojo, the first character in it is Kare, which is he. Okay, so this one is he. The second one should be woman. So it's basically like Kare is the default is he for a pronoun, and then they just tacked on a character for female. Now we're going to talk about the other ones because they're trying to mess you up here. So they're picking ones that look kind of alike. So we're going to look at the other ones and explain what they are. So the first one, they have the Kare, and then they have Sakura. I actually really like the Sakura kanji. It's really gorgeous. So it has tree here, and then there's a woman, and she is sitting under some cherry blossoms falling on her head. Okay, so that is Sakura. Okay. So the next one, I have non-PC explanation for it, so I'm just going to go with it. So there is a woman, and she is under a roof. Okay, so a woman who stays at home is cheap. A woman goes outside the house, she goes shopping, and it's expensive. But if she stays inside the house, she is cheap. So that is yasui, or cheap. Okay. So the last one is flower. It is the character for change underneath the character for grass, or the radical for grass. Okay. So grass that is changed is a flower. Okay. You get so far? So which one do we choose? We choose the one that is kare. I don't have an explanation for that one. It's kare. There's no good pictograph I can give you. There's the side one is a person with a hat, and that's all I can get from that. That's it. It's kare. And then the second one is woman, which is a pregnant woman walking. I didn't make them.
Kanojo.
These are what these are. So
台
kanojo.
所、
Daidokoro. Okay. So the first character here is Dai. Okay. Dai means machines, and it is actually the counter for machines. So like if you have like 10 tractors, you go to Dai. 10 machines. Dokoro here is a place. So Dai Dokoro is a place with appliances for the kitchen. So you have a lot of appliances in the kitchen. So you have like the refrigerator and the stove and stuff. This This is daitokoro. The place with appliances. The kitchen. Tori. Okay. Here they're trying to match up again. These are a bunch of animals, and then the last one's kind of... It's a little bit off about this. Okay, so... First one is horse. Okay, so that's Uma. I look at it like there are 4 legs coming out of it. That's a horse. Okay. Second one is bird. This is the one we're looking for, is bird. It's like horse, but different because it can fly. I don't know. It's a bird. And the third one is, so, the very this side here, I would call that my left side. That is a claw. Okay? So this means a claw. It often means like an animal of some sort. Okay? So then this bit here is grass. And this bit here is rice field. If you see a rice field from the sky, it looks like this. So an animal that hides in the grass in the rice field is a cat. That is cat. This one is meat. Okay. So if you look at it from above, it looks kind of like a piece of meat with grill marks on it. So that one is meat. So you're going to pick the one that says bird or Tori. Yeah. Oh. Come on. Oh. Come on. I'm like... Shift R, I think. I'm possessed! No! That's worse. It's better or worse? Worse. My light's going out, so I gotta start turning some lights on in a second. Are you going? Are you going? Are you okay? Are you alive? Come on. Hello? Problem is, I got myself back in a chair. But my phone does not like it. Oh. Woo. Come on. You see me? Ooh. Can't see me. Okay, I think it sees me now. What the heck? Come on. Why are you looking like that? It's probably starting to like not like me. Can't see me? Okay. What? Okay. Let's put the lights on my face. Yeah. There's better. Okay. It's just... Why do I have that open? No. Cancel. Cancel. Just close. Yes. I did yes. Hit Tori, and then hit yes. And then try to fix my gosh darn head. That's right. You would think the phone should be like straight on, but for some reason That's not right. Yakuin desu. Japanese counting system is based on different settings than American is. We'll talk about it when it comes up. Here it's fine because it's lower number, so. But once it starts getting in the 10,000s, it starts getting interesting. Hiru. Okay. So all these are relating to time. We're gonna go through them real quick. The first one is mist and moon. So that is morning. The second one is the sun coming up over the ground. That's the night break. Kind of like a setting sun if you look at it. The third one is night. The bunny and a sun. I don't know. That's just night. And the last one is hiru, which is noon. So if you look at it, it's kind of like a sun above a ground. So I kind of see like a window of some sort, and the sun is in the middle of these two things. So the sun is in the middle. So I think of that as noon. So that's hiru.
彼女たちは姉妹です。
彼女たちは姉妹です. Okay. So here, tachi is, they don't have plural very often in Japanese, but they have a couple of exceptions to that. Like, if you say in Japanese an apple or apples, it's the same thing. You don't differentiate. There's apple and there's apples, and they are the same thing, so you don't care. You don't care. Sometimes you'll count the numbers, but you don't care if it's apple or apples, because they're the same in English. They're the same in Japanese. It's the same. So, here is an exception. If you're saying like we, or like they, or like us, you use tachi. So to say like we, you say watashi tachi. The watashi is I, and you add tachi to make it we, which is plural. So kare tachi is those people. There's actually like a second one that's slightly less like polite. There is a less polite version of tachi called ra. So yatsura, yatsu is they, and then ra is like tachi but like impolite. So there's actually like tachi is the more polite one, but I think there might be a more polite one than that, but that's like the middling one. Okay, so kanojo tachi, so that's them, but like they're female because kanojo is a girl. So kanojo tachi wa shimai desu. Okay. Shimai is a she, mai. She, mai. She is older sister. Mai is younger sister. So together, shimai is sisters. The masculine version of that is kyodai, which is older brother, and then like younger brother. And like in English and other languages, if there's a mixture, like their siblings, you probably go with kyodai, so you go with the masculine one. So here, they're sisters. So they are sisters. The sofa is over there. Sofa.
ソファー
Wa. Okay. A little bit confused here. Sisters? No sisters? It's sisters. Sofa wa. This one doesn't make any sense. They're making a mistake here. It looks like they want me to choose Coco, but that's wrong. The bird's wrong.
ここです
That's wrong.
中学生です。
They got that one wrong. Okay. I am a middle school student. Yeah. 4 eggs, please. Okay. Oh. Okay. Now it's confused about what to add ko to. Here it looks like eggs should have a ko at the end. So like eggs are ko. So 4
4
こ
です。こ、
卵
卵、
ください。
ください。
彼のお兄さんは中学生です。
あれのお兄さんは中学生です。Okay, so 彼 is he. No is possessive here. So his お兄さん basically this, you know, it's somebody else's brother here because they say Oni-san. If they were going to like say Ni-san would be like my brother. So because it has an O at the beginning, it's an O's here. O-ni-san. Because it has an O at the beginning, it's honorific. That means it's somebody else's brother. You're not owning it. It's someone else's. The Oni-san wa chugakusei desu. So his older brother is a middle school student. And chugakusei is middle school. And then sei, I wouldn't call that like a student, but that is life. I think I should like up that just a bit. So there we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay. His older brother is a middle school student. There is 1 apple. Okay, so 1個
1個
リンゴがあります。
ます。
Okay, so here, yeah, 1個 is a counter for, how do you say? Critter, is the timing of the YouTube chat any better? Because yesterday it was absolutely horrible. I tried some settings that I thought would make it faster, but I'm not sure it worked. I tried. Yeah. Let's see what. Is that faster? I set the setting that said it would be more interactive. Way better? That's good. Because yesterday it was too slow. I set it on like the middle setting, and they warned me like the setting I set it on, they're like, it'd be really bad. And I was like, I'm just gonna set it anyway. So should be faster, but lower quality. YouTube, what are you doing with your life? Have you seen Thread today? Everybody's on Thread
こ
now.
のご飯は甘いです。
Everybody's talking about it. Mark Zuckerberg's like sitting there strutting around. It's hilarious. And Elon's suing Mark Zuckerberg right now. Okay. So you know how Elon was firing all the Twitter employees, right? So guess what Mark Zuckerberg was doing with those employees? He hired them all. And he made a competitor to Twitter. And basically you don't have to... My lighting's bad. Let me see if I can fix it so I don't stick my tongue out randomly. So you don't have to sign up for it. You basically, it's connected to your Instagram account automatically. You just go into Thread and you click the button, and all of a sudden all your Instagram account just clicks in. I guess maybe your Facebook clicks in too. So suddenly you have all your friends from Facebook and Instagram on a new version of Twitter. So you're not starting from ground zero. Yeah. Yeah. They had 30 million sign up today. 30 million. Let's not do that. I don't know, like, I don't know what the terms of service are going to be. And SW artists have it rough, man. Y'all have it rough. Well, Instagram is, I mean, is that really... Oh, your grandma probably connected to it, huh? But yeah, so 30 million people signed up today. Seems like that's a viable competitor. Y'all get kicked off everywhere. Tumblr kicked you off. I think, like, didn't OnlyFans try to get rid of, like, non-safe for work stuff? And it's like, who do you think your clients are, OnlyFans? They didn't know. OnlyFans try to be not safe for work.
水が冷たいです。
鳥が2羽います。
There are 2 birds. But yeah, Mark Zuckerberg's on that platform. And he is like... They realized the mistake they made pretty quickly then. That's good. Tumblr didn't. Tumblr learned too slow. Tumblr learned way too slow. I think, like... Tumblr's still not making money. It's sad. Not a bad site. And it actually still has, like, people on it. Which is weirder. I think it still has, like, a good, decent amount of people on it. I was complaining today about how many social media sites I now have. I went from, like, a Reddit, a YouTube, and that's it, to, like, 20. In a very short amount of time. I don't know how to deal with it. I just don't know. I have, like, a VTubers.me account. What am I going to do with that? Like, I don't really get the point of it. Because there's a VTubers.me account. Ugh, my lighting's really bad. My apartment complex, I don't know if you know anything about apartment complexes in America, but they've all gotten together and decided, you know what'll cut our maintenance price down? If we get rid of all the lighting in the apartments. They got rid of all the lighting in the apartments. You have to add all your own lighting. Yeah. You know, like the overhead lights? I have none. They decided that that was a way to cheap out on maintenance. So they cut down on maintenance costs by... So, like, my bedroom has no lights. It's a light switch, but I click it and nothing happens. I paid $2,000 for the privilege. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
田中
Yeah. No, they took out the entire thing. You can see where there's a place where the wiring goes. And you can see where the switch is. So you know it was there. But they came in and took it all out so they wouldn't have to like... I guess it probably, like, taking out lights probably cut down on their maintenance fees. Yeah. So I'm always fighting with my light bulbs because they decided they didn't want to have, like, a professional light in the building. Ridiculous. And, I mean, I've been in 3 apartments in the past 5 or 6 years, and they're all the same. They all have taken out the lights. The same... Because, like, if a light goes out, you call the manager to come fix it for you. Get on a ladder to fix it for you. They don't want to waste money doing that, so they took them all out. I mean, how much money is that really saving them? Probably not much. But it costs me, like, so much annoyance. So much annoyance. Because I have to sit there, I have to fight all the time to keep my apartment, you know, lit. And buy extra lights and stuff. It's just, it's insane. So my apartment does not come with a light. For $2,000 a month. They're insane.
と、
申します。
I don't want to live here anymore. But what am I gonna do? I can't fly. So, I want to go to Uruguay. Kind of. Or Japan. I really want to go to Japan. Do you see me studying the Japanese? You see me studying the Japanese? I want to go to Japan. But I need to be able to, like, pass a Japanese certification. Or something. I don't know. Or save up money. Well, I mean, they keep on making it worse. And every time I turn around, they keep on making it worse. And I'm like, like, other places aren't perfect either. But at least they're not actively trying to make it worse in other places. Like, they write articles now. They're like, people are living 6 to an apartment. Here's why that's a good thing. Or, like, people are going to never retire. Here's why that's a good thing. Like, what? They're literally saying, like, you're never going to retire. And they're trying to do away with, the little retirement that we do get. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what they are. They're like, you're never going to retire. Here's why that's a good thing. I get like 4 days of vacation a year. Yeah. They have a lot of articles that are like kind of propaganda. Yeah. They have like some articles that are kind of propaganda. Like, here's how a couple paid off all their debt in 2 years. And then you realize that their parents bought them a house. And they saved on rent and paid off their loans. So I don't have parents that are going to buy me a house. So how do I pay it off? And they don't answer that. They're just like, this is why people can all pay off their loans. And then they give like, oh, their parents are rich. It's always the parents are rich. They're like, and then they like say, oh, millennials are just lazy. That's why they don't pay their loans off. So the Supreme Court has gone nuts. It's gone nuts. It's insane. I don't know why they're even still allowed to continue to rule. Because they were all appointed by Trump. 3 of them, 3 of the 9 were appointed by Trump. 3 of them. Trump is going into investigation for espionage. We know he was helped win the election by Russian people going on social media. I mean, and then, like, we know that the judges are going on trips with billionaires and taking bribes. And people are still listening to them. I don't know what's going on. Why are you still listening to them? They should be. It's insane. I was like, I feel like I'm in a crazy house. I'm like, wait a second. These people were appointed by someone we think is a spy. They're taking bribes. And they're taking away Americans' rights. Why are they still there? But the problem is, like, the Republicans like them. So in order to get them out, you have to get at least some of the Republicans to agree to take them out. I don't think it's going to happen. I'll be honest with you, I don't think it's going to happen. Because France is small. Like, America's huge. I wish. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I wish it would happen. But even if it does, the media plays it down. Like, I don't know if you know about the trains, but basically, like, there were a bunch of train employees, who were unionizing and basically protesting the conditions. They said they were unsafe. Okay? Said they were unsafe. They said they needed at least some sick days. They don't get any sick days. They don't get any sick days, and they work like 40-hour days or whatever. They need sick days. And they were worried about the working conditions. Biden came in and said, you can't strike. They weren't allowed to strike. The president's order came down. And if they tried to strike, I don't know how, but they would have stopped them somehow. And you know what happened right after that? A bunch of trains derailed and caused a bunch of chemicals to get spilled in the American environment. And now a bunch of people are probably going to have like cancer or neurological conditions because they didn't listen to people striking. It's insane. So they didn't listen to the people who were sitting there going, it's not safe. And the president, the Democratic president, mind you, came in, who's supposed to be good for unions. I mean, most of America's nowhere. I'll be honest with you, most of America's nowhere. People think it's like cities and stuff. No. Very sparse. There's like a couple of pockets where it's big, but most of it's very sparse. They decided, without thinking about it, set it all on fire, so then it went into the air. I want to leave. I want to
台
leave.
所はどこですか
I know, other places aren't great, but at least I have health insurance and retirement. That's all I want. I mean, it's not like I'm asking for the moon. I'm asking for reasonable housing, affordable health care, and retirement. My list isn't long, and America doesn't meet any of it. Yeah, I'm almost kind of glad he doesn't, though. You want me to be honest with you? I'm kind of glad Biden doesn't know where he is. You know why? A lot of rulings he made in his younger years were really bad. Really bad. So, some of the rulings have been better than I thought they would be, just based on his history. So I think handlers might have a better idea of what America needs than Biden does. That's fine. That's fine. I can talk about politics all day. I sit there on Reddit all day.
8つ
We do. We do. You know why Hillary was chosen as the, candidate? Bernie would have been better. Bernie would have been much better. I don't care if he's older. He'd have been fine. They basically, the Democratic, I don't know if you know how the president's chosen. So, the first thing that happens is it has to go through, preliminaries. And it's supposed to be Democratic, kinda, where all the Democrats vote on who they would vote for president. The problem is, the Democratic convention can often just say, oh, we don't accept that, and they choose their own one. So what kind of happened was, they kind of rigged the election for Hillary Clinton. Oh, here's the worst part. You want to hear even the worst part? Do you know that Hillary Clinton donated lots of money to Trump's campaign? Did you know that? Hillary Clinton paid a lot of money to advertise for Trump. I'm not joking. And the reason is, Democratic Party will often donate to the Republican candidate that they think that they can win against. So they will self-select for the worst Republican candidate and give them a bunch of money. Because in Hillary Clinton's mind, and a lot of, so what the Democratic Party does, and it's known that they do this, they will donate to the worst candidate on the Republican side. Yes, That's part of the reason we ended up with President Orange. So Hillary Clinton was so sure that she would win that she was funding Trump's campaign. They're all insane. They're all crazy. Like I say, if they don't win, we get a worse Republican candidate. Oh no, they've already done it again. They've already done it a couple of times. I've been watching them. Just sit there and think about that. It's insane. So part of it, like, the Democratic Party's not great. They're not actively trying to kill us, but they do some really shady stuff. So Hillary Clinton is not blameless at all. She is partially responsible for why we have Trump. We could have had, I don't know, a slightly less bad Republican president. You know, then we got Trump. So angry about that. But yeah, I feel like I'm in a crazy house. I still don't know. So I'm studying right now for Japanese and trying to raise funds to leave the country. I'd like to go to Japan because my Japanese is good enough. I can get around and I can find a job with Japanese and English. So, yeah. So I'm thinking like Japan, I'll definitely be able to find a job. Housing's pretty secure. Retirement's pretty secure. Don't really like earthquakes. That's one thing. Don't really like earthquakes. And it's a little bit misogynistic, but I mean, is America not misogynistic? So, not like I have a choice. So I'm thinking Japan's probably decent. Uruguay's not bad. I like Uruguay. Basically, I like Uruguay because it's the safest country in South America. And it's got mountains and beaches. So it's kind of like a bit of mixture of everything. Their main export's cows. I like them also because I think like safest in South America. So it's pretty safe, comparatively speaking, to other countries around there. Least smoky room. Thanks. Yeah, basically. But I think getting there is easier than Japan. Japan has a bunch of like things keeping foreigners out. And Uruguay, they'll take you for making $500 a month. So it's really easy to get into Uruguay. They have good health insurance. They have mountains. They have beaches. I think I do okay in Uruguay. Uruguay's pretty safe. They do speak a different like dialect of Spanish that I'm used to, so there's that. Castilian Spanish? It sounds like they hiss. They like I don't get it. So I'll have to learn Castilian Spanish. Yeah. So I think like if I can make like a small business but not one big enough to go to Japan, Uruguay is a good second choice. You know? If I can make like a small business, it doesn't have to make like American money. I could make like $1,000 a month and I'd be okay in Uruguay. Right? So that's kind of the way I'm thinking. If Trump wins again, I'm out. I'm just out. Just no. No. So if Trump wins again, I'm just giving up on America and leaving. So I have to think like what places I would be okay in, and I think Uruguay, because nobody really thinks about it. I've never heard of a war where Uruguay was a participant in. And it's easy to get to. Yeah. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. But that's my plan. I'm preparing for it already. And Japan, if I didn't know Japanese, but I know Japanese well enough. So we're gonna brush up. Adventuring party. I could just basically go buy a bunch of Ikeyas in Japan for cheap. And then, like, become a landlord to a bunch of expats. It's like a slumlord in Japan. Be funny. Or teach people to, like, buy Ikeyas in Japan. Resettle, like, the Inakas or the countryside. Well, expat. Well, if you're white, it's expat, and if you're not, you're an immigrant. Well, you know, I'm trying to be nice. Immigrant. But it's harder to say. Expat's a nice, small word. Plus it sounds nicer. People get upset when you call them immigrants. Or foreigners. But expat, for some reason, that's like the gloss of, oh, you're an upscale immigrant, so you're an expat. Jesus. I'd be happy to be an immigrant. I don't care. I'll be a gaijin. I'll be a gringo. I'll be a gringo. I'm happy to be a gringo. See. Gringo. Or gringa. I guess I'd be a gringa. Second home in Cherryfield. Spain's nice. I thought about Spain too. Spain's nice. I'd go to other places, but they're harder to get in too. And some of them have like the same problems. And I mean, if it wasn't just America, a lot of countries are having the same problems America's right now. Like, UK, the Brexit thing. Oh my God. Oh my God, the Brexit thing's been horrible. It's been horrible. Yeah. I watch like this British guy on YouTube. And he talks to people who like voted for Brexit. Oh well, they had their own version of Trump. So that was fun. They had their own version of Trump.
5つ
Yeah. They had, like, they're having a very hard time in the UK right now. They're having a very hard time in UK right now. A lot of them didn't think about it. It was, the expat thing was really big in the UK, where they would go to, like, be, like, expats in other European countries. And they didn't stop and think, hey, if I vote for Brexit, what's going to happen to my expat status? That just didn't occur to them. So they voted for Brexit, and then they get really surprised when Spain tells them to kick out. It's been and then, like, yeah. And a lot of them had, like, online business where most of their sales were to the European Union. Guess what happened to those? What do you mean we need visas now? Is basically what they said. That's literally what they said. You know, one of the reasons they voted for Brexit was because they wanted a different colored passport. That was literally like one of the marketing points. Oh, we want a different colored passport. You voted to leave the European Union because you want a different colored passport. Are you insane? Yeah. So they voted for Brexit, and then they were very surprised when they got kicked out of the countries they were living in. Well, the EU was giving them a lot of stuff. The EU had like the best deal in the EU, apparently. Like the best deal. The other countries didn't get as good a deal as they did, but, you know. Of course, they didn't think that. They were getting plenty of benefits. Like I said, they had a bunch of online businesses. I don't know what that is. What's Schnegen?
椅子が
Oh my god, that does sound amazing. That sounds amazing. Like, I could hop in a car and I can drive to Georgia. But it's not the same. It's literally like the same strip malls all along. Everybody speaks the same language. So it's literally like I might as well not even drive there. The same place.
あります。
That sounds amazing. Oh, I wish I could do that. I wish I could go to Mexico. Or Canada. But I'm like smack dab in the middle. So it would take me probably like 2 days to drive to Mexico or Canada. America's big. So big. But yeah. So,
朝ごはんの時間ですよ。
the fishermen have had it real rough too. Because they were told like, oh, you'll get more fishing. You'll have better... How about that? Not a lie. I just got lied to. But I don't... I feel no sympathy for them. At all. I feel no sympathy. There were benefits. They just didn't think of them. But Americans are voting for like Republicans who are trying to take away the Social Security. And so some of them are on Social Security and they're voting to take away their own Social Security. It's I don't know. There's some sort of brainworm. It's just like a theory that people over 60 have had a lot of lead poisoning. So that's a possibility.
"アパートはどこですか?"
But it works out for the Brexit people. I worry so much about microplastics. I try to stop buying as much plastic, but it's nearly impossible. It's nearly impossible. And the most of the microplastics actually come from our clothing. Did you know that? Because we have like nylon and spandex, and that's all plastic. And so what happens is you wash your clothing, and every time you wash your clothing, some of the plastic comes off. So that's a lot of the microplastic. It's our clothing.
"には高いです."
I think like microplastics actually mess with like your hormones probably because they actually mimic estrogen. Ooh, I want those. Want those. Yeah, a few decades with microplastics, that's gonna be us. I wonder what we'll go crazy about. We might have all died from climate change, so I don't know if it's even, worth worrying about.
右、
食堂、
今日、
Why do these always seem the same?
横、
There's maybe one or two, like,
ステーキ、
ワン、
左、
韓国人、
Jesus. Let's see how fast I can go.
下、勉強、弟、あれは安いですか?上、
レストランの中で食べます。
Ah.
5個、
時々一人で旅行します。
姉
姉。彼の子猫は綺麗です。
is kitten is pretty.
本が本棚に一冊あります。
Feed! You're biting the bird. What? Fuck those feathers. We're having roasted owl tonight. I'm sure they'll taste like chicken. I'm sure they taste like chicken. You just close your eyes. I was watching the Japanese guy I watch sometimes cook food. He cooks some weird food, and that's why he's so popular on YouTube. He cooks like sharks and like sea urchins and like starfish. He's actually poisoned himself several times, but he keeps on eating them. He poisoned himself several times because he'll just eat anything. But what was he eating that's really weird today? Like he had a pregnant shark, and he like fried the shark babies and ate them, and I don't know why. But I'll just sit there while I'm eating lunch and watch that. I kind of wish I had better fish. I don't have... America doesn't have very good fish. So I have like tuna and like... There's actually some like fish. This one's a little weird. The problem is, Japanese doesn't have the or a or anything like that, so I get confused sometimes when there's the. I'm like, I don't know. I know what it says, but saying it in English the way they want me to say it's hard.
明日
Ashita
忙
isogashi
しい
de.
です
I will eat 3 eggs.
3個卵をいただきます。
Oh, that's right. You're wrong, bird. You're wrong, bird. You're wrong. I'm gonna eat the Duolingo bird's eggs. Hungry. Eggs sound good. I have some eggs left. The egg companies, did you know they raised the price of eggs to ridiculous prices for a while? It was talked about a lot. Yeah, they're kind of creepy. I've tried writing example sentences for languages though, and I start making up weird crap. Because what else are you gonna do? It's ridiculously boring. So you're like, oh, I killed somebody and buried them in my backyard in like the foreign language. And you're like, yeah, that's funny. It's not, really, it's creepy. But it uses vocabulary that you have to have. And so you write this really weird stuff in your foreign language because you have a list of vocabulary you need to use. And there's only so many ways you can put it together. So,
妹たちが前と後ろにいます。
oh.
高い、
高い。
見上げ。お、かい、ました。
There we go.
7つ。手があます。
2 eggs.
2個卵ください。
Yay.
Get more with Super Duolingo.
Go away, bird. Go away. Okay, we got. I want to try to get to number 1. I'm close. Look, I can get to number 1. That's my goal for today. If I get to number 1, then I probably could be good today. I'm number 1. Okay. Get to number 1, and then I'm probably done for the day. And then maybe I play some Hades for a little bit.
来ません。来ます。来ます。来ます。
Right? Hell yeah!
働きません。働き、
Let's get to number 1. And then we'll go play
100.
Hades for a little bit.
住んで、
I'll die a couple of times, and that'll be fun.
働きません。父。働きます。働き、働きません。誰。母。2時。来ません。来ません。
彼女は来ますか？
土曜日に働きます。土曜に働きます。
彼女はいつ来ますか？
31時間働きます。3、11、31時間働きます。31時間働きます。
That can't be right.
時間、31時間働きます。
I hope that's not right. It says she works
働
for
きます。
31 hours?
彼はいつ来ますか？
Why do you think that is? It starts with an E and ends with an N. It starts with an E and ends with an N. What do you think? What do you think? And it has several less $billion than it used to. Maybe when will he come? Twitter is just, it's a dumpster fire. It's fun to watch. I think Twitter, the best part about Twitter is figuring out, like, what's not working on Twitter. A couple of days ago, I spent time just trying to break it. That was literally like what I spent the entire day doing. I was trying to break Twitter. It broke a lot. It was hilarious. I spent the day trying to break Twitter. Yeah, I just like to break Twitter a lot.
彼女はいつ働きますか？
誰が来ますか？
誰が
来ますか？何時間は彼らは何時間働きますか？
Jesus. Twitter's just broken. I work for 31 hours? Propaganda! Look at this! Duolingo's trying to make me feel bad.
Sa 11時間働きます。
Woo! Am I won yet? Did I win? I not won yet. I need 4 more points.
Kagami?
片隅、
昨日、
隅、
左?
仕事、
You have to know what this kanji says.
友達
This is
勉
an
強、
test.
週末、
好き、
あなたの前にいます。
名月、
No.
明日、
And they gave me the answer there.
机の上に本が3冊あります。
Uto. They don't look that way to me anymore.
布団。これはアメリカからのお土産です。
I can show you some of them. Some of them, like this one here. Can you see this? The 2 lines. I want you to take a guess what that is. It's 2. This one's 2. Oh yeah. Oh god. Some person like sat there and like showed like there's hiragana, katakana, and kanji. And then of course they have romanji. Romanji. Which are not romanji. They're romanji. So I always want to call them romanji. Because they're Roman characters. So G is character. Like, you know, emoji? It's the same G in emoji. Yep.
働きます。
学校に行き、それから勉強しました。
School and then studied. Ah! They have like 3 or 4. They have 4, kind of. Kanji's the worst. Kanji's definitely the worst.
Subu.
I don't know how to say this.
Ni, ta, ka.
Denki.
Denki. Oh,
This will be close. See, turned on. I don't think this is right here, but
shime.
no. No, I don't know how to do this one.
Te. Denki. O. Tsuke. Mashi.
Oh, I did it wrong.
Te.
すぐに立って、
電気
Denki o
つけ
uke
ました。
mashita.
水
Okay,
は
I
好
got it
きじゃ
right.
ないです。
I do not like water. Oh no. Getting so tired. This is the last one, and then I'll be number 1, and I'll play Hades for a little bit before the stream ends. Ethan? I am no great worshiper of the owl. The owl is evil. The owl is wrong.
窓を開けた。それから閉めて、それから閉めました。
魚が嫌いです。
There's so many. There's so many. First Garfield. I actually saw somebody was making like an AI that would generate Garfield comics. Because Garfield's not exactly literature.
うちの本は小さいです。
月曜日は忙ですか？
Garfield without Garfield is amazing? What is that like?
シャワーに浴びて、それから大学大学
Ah? Isn't he already having like that's just
浴びて
isn't he already having a breakdown? It seems to me like if your cat is talking to you, you're having a mental breakdown.
それから大学に行きました。
Oh no, I got it wrong. Uh...
1100円です。
He's already having a breakdown. John doesn't have much to live for, if I'm honest with you.
テレビは肩にあります。
Yay. One more step to my
Introducing
immigration.
the Duolingo family.
I know I'm going crazy. I talked to my dog all day. Talk to my dog all day. See? I want you to look at this page. Look at how sneaky this bird is. Do you see the cancel button? Look at it. Do you see the cancel button? It is here. What? They have blended this in intentionally so you do not see the cancel button. So you have no choice but to sign up for their project. It's not visible in real life either. They did this intentionally. This is so sneaky. Bad bird. Okay, I'm number 1. I'm winning. Not at life, but at Duolingo, I'm winning. I'll take a screenshot of that real quick. Post it to Twitter. Oh. Right? That's nice. I'll do it. Twitter real quick. Yeah. What? Bwahahaha. And then... Oh. I was looking at bikinis. But that's probably a bad idea. Okay, there we go. Activated that. Well, it's Bikini Day on Twitter, and I thought about putting a bikini on my character and posting it, but then I thought, no, I don't feel like it. It's Bikini Day on Twitter. But we put a lot of effort for very little stuff. I decided not to do that. Okay. Hades. I didn't have a lot of how do you say? Where is it? Okay. Oh. Oh. Hello there. Yes. Doo-doo-doo. Are the patterns talking to you? I'm gonna do another one. How's that one? Is that good? Like that one better? Doesn't it make you want to kill yourself? Yeah. I just do this, I don't care. Let's see, where's Hades? Okay. Hades. Oh. Play. Okay. We'll play this for at least 30 minutes, and then I'm probably gonna clock out. Or, like, log off, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah. I want to get to the end of Japanese. Let's look at see how far it is. Okay, so we're at what? 26 today? How far do I have to get? 125. We're like a fifth of the way there. I want to get all the way to the end. I can get this to start up. Hades. What happened? Okay. There we go. There we go, Hades. Okay. Kill something. Can't kill the Duolingo bird. God is evil. And he's hiding. Yeah. Yeah. I'm horrible at singing. I'm so tired of my project at work. I'm so tired of it. I just want to, like, I don't know, something. But I do want to. Yeah. I can dash. Oh. Get him. Okay. I've refreshed my memory. Dash more? I will try.
Time to go.
Talk to people?
Crashing waves. A trident.
Skelly's life goals? Why? Because he's super thin or what? Like what? He's just
Uncle number 2. It's got
Just out for a paycheck? Ooh. I'm hungry. Okay. Who's... Is that the guy I was just hitting on?
Looks like I caught a big one. Power of the sea should be at home.
I'm dashing more, is this what you meant? What's that yellow thing? I think I'm supposed to get that yellow thing. It's shiny. Right?
Composed of such innumerable, ever-shifting, interlocking chambers.
Why is my neck always like...
The world of Lord Hades all but guarantees the dead shall there remain.
I saw it better.
Good thing
Okay.
I'm not dead.
Good. Could make a 2D model. I like Blender too much. I get kind of confused. Yeah, you can't do 2D in Blender. You can do really pretty 2D in Blender too. But the VRM thing has to be in 3D, I'm pretty sure. Which is the type of file this is. The 2D, like, VTuber models, they're done in another program called 2D. And, I mean, it's nice.
Gemstones.
It's a little easier to, like,
Never enough
deal
rooms
with
back at the house.
because there's less dimensions, so it looks pretty no matter kind of what you do. So, but the problem is, I know 3D already, so I'd have to learn like a whole new program or pay someone like $2,000 to make one. I'm not doing that. I spent enough, time on this model. I'm kind of obsessed with it. Actually, I thought about maybe like applying. There actually are some companies in Japan that'll pay VTubers, and then like, you go to Japan and be a VTuber. Thought maybe if I got good at this, I already have a lot of the skills. They kind of want you to speak Japanese and English. It is, but I mean, I have messed around with it and it's not that hard. What's scammy?
Worthless.
I'm kind of thinking like
This can unlock something.
what's
back home.
possible is maybe I could like, oh, you mean like the VTuber agency thing? Yeah, I've heard some of them are real scammy. They go, but all I really want is to go to Japan. I'm not really concerned once I get to Japan.
That must be a mess.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Hi there. In the name.
So, all I really want them to send pay my way to Japan. That's it. That's it. Just my way to Japan, and then, you know, who cares what happens after that? Whatever. But, well, I'm sure it's just for entertainment, though. Like, you can go do something else. And I'm not signing my life away. They can try. That ain't gonna happen. I'm happier it's like having this as marketing for like stuff I'd like to sell if I ever make something. And then like be a independent person. But for right now, it's mostly just I'm using it as an excuse. Like I'm learning, you know, practicing my Japanese right now. So I'm doing things I already do anyway.
Interested? And the power to break.
But I just sit here and talk.
Sure, I don't see why not.
While I'm doing it. Middle buff? Same feat. What is that? What's a middle buff? Oh, I got the wrong buff, didn't I? Did I get the wrong buff? Oh well. I want to go for this one because it's like money. There's stores? You can tell I'm not good at this. I try. I'm gonna die in a second.
The underworld's power.
There was... Oh my god! There's stores? Wait. Wait, did I miss a store? That's not good. Would it have had, like, health stuff? Well, I guess I didn't miss much then. The crystals remind me of like an ant who's like into gemstones. Like a new age ant. Temporary buffs? Okay, so which one do you think is better? Because I don't know. I don't know. Hoarding Sash, your attack deals bonus damage equal to 5% of your current. Your special hits a wider area. Your thrust deals 200% damage and has a 40% critical chance. I typically choose the attack, just because I tend to hit that button more. But Cruel Thrust seems like it's a better one. Okay, so I think that one actually might be... I have to have gold? I don't have any gold. Let's do Cruel Thrust. Okay. No! Died. Sad. I can go talk to people now, though, I guess. So, let's go talk to people. There's some gold stuff right there. Get the gold stuff.
Shades of the dead Milk.
I listen.
Cool. Who are the like ghosty things? Like I like running through them, and then like watching disappear. Hey.
Keep an eye on Father for me, boy.
Cerberus promises to do exactly that.
Okay.
Welcome home, boy. You're late for dinner. Or breakfast, or whatever blasted meal's next.
That's all right, Father. I'm not feeling very hungry at the moment.
I've asked repeatedly for the construction of a sundial, but every time they tell me no. Can you believe it?
I love the voice acting in this. It's really good.
With me in spot.
Okay. I think I can do this thingy.
What's that there? Something from the Fates?
Yeah. Okay. Nyx is back.
Hey, the lounge is open.
And this finally opened again.
A commemorative ball.
Won't ever see my face up on that wall, I guess.
Oh, the prince himself. You want
I call this one the Roomba.
Me? Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
I just wanted to say, don't bother picking up my room today.
I have to clean the rafters.
Thanks for all your
Roomba.
hard work.
I call it Roomba. She cleans the stuff automatically. That's a Roomba. I call anything that does that, like, automatically a Roomba,
Okay.
though. Achilles? Hypno. Hypno is kinda... I don't know, Hypno is kinda weird.
To know whom I should thank for the weapons just outside my chambers, Achilles?
I'm sure I wouldn't, lad. Though if I happen to run into them, I'll let them know.
I think the one they did the weirdest was Bacchus. Like, the wine dude, as they call him in Perseus. But, what is that? Why is it glowing?
How goes it, Shades?
Oh no. Okay. That makes sense. But Bacchus is the one that did the weirdest one, because they have, like,
Fulfill your purpose, child.
a super hot guy for Bacchus. Bacchus is, like, supposed to be super fat. He's like the god of, like, eating stuff. Oh, that's not good. Maybe Hades kind of bad in this one, too. I've never really thought of Hades as, like...
Hey, pal, watch where you throw those bloodstone things of yours.
I've never thought of Hades as, like, a bad guy.
But if somebody gives you grief...
I'll just aim generally for the midsection, since the eyes are a lot harder to hit in my experience.
I always thought of Hades as a good guy.
The courtyard of the House of Hades is kept neat and orderly, in contrast to the terrifying sprawl.
It's not that orderly, really.
He's so sarcastic, I love it. I thought of Hades as kind of like a neutral figure.
I have to tell you something, little Hades. My relatives and I, we've been holding back one of our greatest gifts to see if you were worthy. And you are. My aid is yours.
Oh,
Okay.
what's this?
I don't get a choice this time.
The wrath of Poseidon at my beck and call.
Yeah.
You're nothing.
Okay. I think this is the last one. So, this last run through is probably gonna be it for me for tonight. Well, I've scratched the itch that the owl will have left me. What? Is Japanese Japanese really look like just like, I don't know, like weird symbols to you? I'm just so used to it now. Where's the guy dropping him? I don't see him. Oh, there he is. Looking in the background so well. Cool, what? What did I say? What is Cyrillic? Oh, there it is. Yay.
Fine. Where now?
I guess this one. Oh, yeah. I looked at that. Basically, like, I actually took some Arabic classes once. And I picked it up so easy. And my teacher was so impressed that I honestly think he wanted to like have me as like a second wife or something. I'll be honest with you. So. But I mean, you compare Arabic to Japanese. Which one do you think's easier to read? It's kind of why I thought of picking up Korean.
I bet Charon's going to want all this.
Yeah, it was creepy. It was really creepy. I picked it up so easy that I would just finish the test in 5 minutes and then sit there on my hands. He would actually invite me to his office. And then ask me weird questions. So it was worse than that.
Not finished yet.
And he wanted me to come to his office like 2 times a day. Like, we're not talking like a little bit.
Come, wretches. No, wait.
Oh, I died! Yeah, it was pretty bad. Like, I'm not even gonna tell you what stuff he was asking me. Because it was very strange.
Oh, blasted spike traps everywhere.
It was incredibly strange. So I really think that he wanted me to be a second wife or something. He'd be like, "Oh, you are Angel. Do you want to hug your mother at night?" And stuff like that. Like, we're not talking like a little creepy. We're talking like full on creepy. So yeah. I didn't fall for it. I actually got fired. I was like, "You what, mate? You what?" On a scale of 1 to 10, basically, like, it wasn't quite that bad, but it was close. It was like, "Do you want to hug your mother at night?" And "You are Angel." And I was drawing like doodles in the like corners, and like, "Do you draw naked men?" And I was like, "You what, mate? You what?" Yeah, it wasn't subtle. It wasn't subtle. Like it really wasn't subtle. So, yeah, I got him fired, but I mean, this wasn't a little bit. This was like full on creep factor. This was so creep factor. It was like, I would like listen to him and go like, "What did you just say?" Like, really? Really? And he wanted to like be alone in the office with me. Like twice a day. It was so weird. I really think he wanted to like marry me. It was weird. He already had a wife though, so I think like he was wanting a second wife. So yeah, that happened. Okay, I lived through it. Whatever. It was very strange. Very strange. But anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, Critter. We got to number 1 on Duolingo. Woo! So, now I gotta get to the next one. And hopefully I can finish it, and then my Japanese will be good enough to win, to get a job in Japan, I guess. On to silver, yeah. I think I have to wait 3 more days. So, it's gonna be 3 more days before I get to silver. But pretty much, yeah. I win nothing if I win. The owl gives me nothing. Anyway, you have a good night. Please sleep. Okay? You have a good night. I hope you sleep well.